In this video, we're going to jump in and review a real estate agency's website design. This agency is based in Sydney. I'm not affiliated with them, but if you've seen any of the other videos like this, then you'll know that I just run through and give you tips that could improve their website, which hopefully will let you get ideas on how to improve your website. Most of these tips aren't website specific, or industry specific. It's going to be general tips that anyone can use on any sort of industry website. So even if you're not a real estate agency, you're a plumber, these tips will also work for your business. So let's jump into it. All right, so first off, I picked this one because it doesn't actually look bad at all. So from a design perspective, it's quite nice. It's quite neat and tidy. There's nothing truly wrong with this website. If you had this website for your real estate agency, you'd probably be quite happy with it, and rightly so. It's a nice website. It functions well. It's quite intuitive on most parts of how it functions, and it works how you would expect it to work. Navigation is very nice and neat and clear, what each button's about. So I really can't knock much about this website, and this video series isn't about criticizing websites. It's more about just giving tips on minor improvements that can move the needle and help you skip the fails and get to the sales with your website. So just starting at the top, a couple of little things I wanted to point out. The first is I didn't realize that these four were buttons. So I looked at it and I thought, oh, it'd be cool if they were buttons that I could actually click to get through to what I'm looking for. And then I hovered over and I can see that they actually are buttons, but just because they don't actually move or interact with when I put my mouse over, it's just the actual cursor that changes. So at a minimum, what I'd do is I'd make it so that they maybe pop out. They don't need to change color. Because it seems like they've got like a white and black theme going here. So maybe just make them blow up a little bit when you hover your mouse over them, so you can just instantly see that they are clickable. The other thing, which is also a very minor thing, but is a pet peeve of mine, is sometimes some of the images, it's quite hard to read the find your space. So it does get a little bit hard to read what that word actually says with the white background. So that can be tricky managing the images behind. So again, it's not something that I would really worry about. It is just something to consider when you are picking the images for your slideshow. From an SEO perspective, and I don't know what these guys' marketing strategy is, because I did find them on like the 4th or 5th page of Google. So it may be a case where they aren't trying to rank highly on Google. If you are, though, something abstract like find your space is not really a heavy hitter in the SEO world, so search engine optimization. So it is a H1 tag. So when Google reads this website, what they'll see is H1. So the title of your whole website is find your space. So because Google isn't a human, it can't connect find your space with someone searching real estate agency in Sydney. So what I would typically recommend is to have a much more descriptive title, H1 tag in particular, for your website, so that people know when they get here, and Google knows to show your website to someone who's searching for the keyword that most of your customers are using. So in this example, Sydney real estate agents. Again, if they're not targeting SEO, this isn't a problem. So the next thing that I would also recommend is 2 parts. So the first section where you actually see any social proof on this website is down here. So I would, in fact, just pull this section here and put it up underneath this hero section. Once you scroll down, or that you can see it just here on your screen, so you can just see it below this fold on your screen, so that you don't have to scroll down too far to find the reviews, because there's no other social proof here. So that would absolutely tick up the conversion rate, is if that was more prominent on this website. So other than that, if we have a look at the actual site layout, this isn't too bad, but they don't really have many in terms of their H1, H2, H3 tags. They've got one H1, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 H2s and one H4. So really they haven't put too much effort into the website page structure and the layout that tells Google all the information it needs. So if I was taking over this website and was managing its progress and its growth, then that's something that I would definitely look at improving, just to make sure that you aren't missing out on any potential organic traffic just because you haven't done some minor optimizations. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Take a look at it again. If you've seen anything that you reckon you can add to your website, or if you have any questions about any of the comments that I made, please leave a message. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.